Hello and welcome to Queerful Consideration. I'm your host JT, and holy cow, what do we have here? Well, we've got ourselves a double. We got our rare, but then we've got our foil mythic Liliana. Pretty excited about that. Ravaging Blaze, very, very good. Totally first pickable. Or Oracle. Claustrophobia, probably the next best pick. Blue removal is tough to get past. There might even be an argument for taking the Temper Pack Wolf just to cut the only green card out of the pack. Stalwart Avon is very, very good. But, yeah, Foily Liliana. Let's just go ahead and throw that in there. Foil Liliana? Foil Jace. Foil Liliana. 11 tickets. Okay. Seems good. Alright, let's see what we got in pack 2 here. Well, nothing that good. We do have a black card in Nantuko Husk that is very, very good. We have Fetid Imp. We have Shaman of the Pack. Shaman of the Pack is one of those where it's like, alright, I'm going to go in on this. Just pick it up as a green card, knowing that I've already got the black of it covered. That being said, yeah, you know, I'm into that. The Crone Sergeant is also very, very good. The Imp and the Husk are good too, and could be sending a signal. You know what? I'll take the Husk. It goes in a couple different decks, and it totally triggers Liliana. So I think it's just the better card to have. Coming in here, Talented Telepathy really isn't playable. Leaf Gilder is good in a rampy strategy. There is a green-black deck. I don't think it's as good as green-black has been in other formats. However, Black-Red is a great choice. And the Crone Sergeant is a great card. And I feel good about it. The Charging Griffin is also fine. I'm going to take the Crone Sergeant as we build 3-drop dot deck and see what's up. Alright, what's up is there's some great stuff going around here. The Sphinx's Tutelage is always an option if you're looking to just make a grindy deck that's going to get there. Fleshbag Marauder's okay, but it's not great. It is the only black card in this pack, so I'm tempted to pick it up. Boggart Brute is very good, very playable. Subterranean Scout is a great 2-drop. Man, the Sphinx's Tutelage just does work. It really does work, but I'm going to take the Fleshbag Marauder and stay black. Cut black hard. Here I could take the Eyeblight Massacre. Act of Treason goes well with the Husk and with the Crone Sergeant. Massacre would go better with potentially a green-black deck. Orchard Spirit is fine. Yeah, I'll take the Act of Treason and C. Okay, Titan Strength is fine, but the Read the Bones is incredible. Evolving Wilds is good for splashing a bomb that we have. It sucks to be taking yet another 3-drop. I, in fact, only have 3-drops at this point, and another Nantuko Husk is not going to change that. Dark Dabbling, Chandra's Fury, both fine. The only other... basically, this pack is entirely 3-drops, but I've got 2 Husks now, which makes any other Act of Treasons very, very good picks. So here, Bone to Ash is fine. Rabid Bloodsucker's fine. Not very good, but fine. I'm going to take a Smash. Ink Smash and Aerial Volley are about the same in terms of quality sideboard cards. Magmatic Insight is a black creature that I could take. Return Centaur is a black creature I could take. The Magmatic Insight does get rid of additional lands. I think I'm going to take the Insight. Catacomb Slug is totally playable, and I'm taking it. Weight of the Underworld coming back around. Okay. It's not great removal, but, you know, it's removal. Perfect. Touch of Moonglove is a 1-mana combat trick that I'm happy to have. Don't get me wrong, in terms of which one mana combat trick in the format to have, this is probably the worst one. The green and white ones are very, very good. The Titan Strength in red is pretty darn good. You get the scry, and it's just a lot of damage that goes through. I'm having a hard time thinking of the blue one at this point. Is there a blue 1-mana combat trick? Regardless, amongst all those other colors, ooh my. Okay, Boggart Brute are good. Husk is fine. Pia and Kira and Lar is awesome. It's just what I want in this deck. I'm really excited about it. Next up, Sentinel of the Ether is a splashable bomb. Clash of Wills is splashable useful. Reeve's Soul is good removal. Man, do I take the Sentinel of the Eternal Watch? Thing is, I don't have any way to handle this thing if it's a table, other than stealing it with an Act of Treason and eating it with an Nantuko Husk. Reeve's Soul is just better than Subterranean Scout, so I'm going to pick it up here, but man, I feel really bad about passing that Sentinel. It may be wrong. It may be better for me to just pick that thing up and find a way to splash it. I've already got double black and double red in this deck, but I do have Read the Bones as a way to dig the bombs. It rewards a higher quality card. It's definitely, I'd run it over a Catacomb Slug any day. So, yeah, it was probably better to just take the giant white bomb. Here, I could take another Nantuko Husk or a Boggart Brute. Husk or Brute, Husk or Brute. I'm gonna take the Husk here. Although now it's getting a little tight, but it's definitely just better than the Assassin, and I'm not sure how many of the Husks are just too many. Given how many Husks I have, I think the Dragon Fodder is better than the Brute, even though the Brute has much higher power level. Sigiled Starfish is insane. Why is that going this late? But I'm happy to have a Dragon Fodder. I would also be happy to have... be happy to have more Dragon Fodders. I'd be happy to have a Gear Crafter. Thopter Engineer. Anything that makes more creatures for my Husks to eat. Okay. Here we have a Majoring Bully, a Returned Centaur, Eyeblight Assassin. Eyeblight Assassin has some limited utility. Guardian Automaton does as well. The Mage Ring Bully might be a good play here because I can't always consume it later. So I'm going to pick it up. It also goes well with my Touch of Moonglove, the Flashback Marauder. Yeah, I don't think it's a bad card here. Enthralling Victor is another theft effect, which works well with my Nantuko Husk trio. So I'll gladly pick it up here, although Pricklebore is also one of the kind of high-end answers that I want, and the Thornbow Archer is totally playable in this deck. Necromantic Summons is good, but the Crowan Sergeant is just awesome. So I'll take it. I don't think the Revenant is what I want. Archer, Automaton, Rambler. Rambler gives me some high-end finisher capability. It's reach. I usually want one of these in a big red deck. So I'm going to take it. Boggart Brute Lapping. Boggart Brute Wheeling is a great sign. I'll take it over the Cobble Brute. Continuing to build the 3-drop deck. Dreadwaters versus Bloodcurse Knight. I'm just going to hack the Knight and get it out of here. Get you out of here. Infinite Obliteration is a rare. I can rare draft. Sure. None of this is any good. Touch of Moonglove is potentially playable again. Although, I am, so what do I want to upgrade? I want to upgrade the Slug. I'd love to upgrade the Weight of the Underworld. I'd love to get some Unholy Hunger, some Cruel Revivals. Yeah. I just want to make better creatures here. That is not a better creature. You get in the sideboard. I would like to pick up another Victor. Ooh, my. Well, Fire Fiend Elemental is very, very good. There's nothing black in this pack. Things to watch out for the Tower Geist, the Thunderclap Wyvern, but we got our choice here between the Avaricious Dragon and Seismic Elemental. Seismic Elemental's pretty good, but that's a 4-mana 4/4. Thopter Engineer or Gearcrafter. Wow, I've got my choice here. Frankly, I like the Thopter Engineer a little bit better. Not that I have any more artifact synergies here. I just think the 1/3 body on the ground is generally more useful than the Gearcrafter's 2/1. So I'll take it. Other options here in black, Revenant's not an option. Touch of Moonglove, I don't need a third one. Probably not going to play the 2 that I have. Like if I'm going to cut something, yeah, the second Touch of Moonglove is probably the first thing to cut. Now I've got a good mix of spells and creatures. And I'd be looking to replace the Catacomb Slug with either a spell or a creature. A spell would be fine. If I got an Active Treason, I would cut the Catacomb Slug in a heartbeat. Alright. Fiery Conclusion is a spell. It definitely does damage. Zendikar is splashable. Read the Bones is an excellent spell. The first Titan Strength is definitely pretty good. Better than the second Smash. But I'm going to take a Fiery Conclusion. Act of Treason versus Nantuko Husk versus Despoiler of Souls. Artificier. I'm going to take the second Treason over the 4th Husk, just because I want another one of those effects in the deck. Unholy Hunger, I absolutely want to get in the deck. Versus Majoring Bully. Throwing Knife, look, Throwing Knife is fine. But I want a way to kill things, so Catacomb Slug, get out of here. Fetid Imp is quality. The question is, do I want a Fetid Imp or a Prickle Boar? I think I want the Fetid Imp over the Prickle Boar. Prickle Boar is good, but I've already got an Avaricious Dragon, Volcanic Rambler. I'm going to take the Fetid Imp here. I'm going to get rid of the Weight of the Underworld. I'm going to hack a Tactics because that card can really get out of control. I don't mind somebody having the Undead Servant. Here's a Prickle Boar I can pick up just in case I need another one of those kind of cards. None of this stuff is good enough for me to worry about. That's an aggro card that could be a problem. Zendikar can get out of there. So I got some stuff here. Deadbridge Shaman is totally viable. I don't know if I want it more than anything else. The Macabre Waltz is actually playable. I hear it's playable in this deck. Turn 2 target creature cards from graveyard to your hand and then discard whatever, a land. Yeah, seems like a good late game. Get back my Pia and Kira, Nalar. Getting rid of this thing. Got some serious cuts to make. I think at this point I can cut the Rambler. Do I put in the Waltz? I do have 3 ways to sack creatures, and I am going to be fairly aggressive at trading off. I think I bring in the Waltz over the Magmatic Insight, They say basically the same thing, except one of them draws cards out of my graveyard, which seems good. Let's sort by convert a mana cost. Let's group creatures separately and put the dragon fodder back up in the creatures. Yeah, I don't know. It's a combat trick. We can get rid of one combat trick, and then what do I want to get rid of? What's just not quite good enough here? Honestly, it's probably the Mage Ring Bully. I'm very biased to the 3-drop slot here. Add basic lands. Yeah, that seems correct. Sort by color. Really? More black than red? Well, Liliana. I want to get Liliana out on time. 2/3 lifelink. That's not bad. Being able to discard cards and get them back with a waltz. Yeah, I like this deck. Let's see where it goes. I'm submitting it, and I'll see you guys in round 1.